And it's colder out there this morning. Widespread frost across Scotland and Northern Ireland. But whilst many dry, it's Scotland, Northern Ireland, which will see some rain and snow later. I'll have the details here on breakfast. But a dry day from vast majority to come through today. 1 or 2 isolated showers this morning. But
good morning. It is quite a chilly start this morning, but the temperature is above zero. A few fog patches around, quite a bit of cloud as well, but some bright spells, and it should stay mostly dry.
With the weather, and it's chilly again.
it is, yeah, we're flip-flopping from one extreme to the other at the moment. But yeah, another cold one this morning. Temperatures dropped through the night. Very good morning too. Frost this morning, mainly across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, in the far north of England though. And some of the coldest spots are indeed in Scotland and Northern Ireland right now. We've got temperatures down to around -5 degrees. Good morning both. Still pretty dark out there at the moment, isn't it? It's that time of the year where the daylight is just ever shrinking. But I've got some nice dates.
Not for much longer.
Not for much longer. I've got some dates for you which you might like to hear. Here's the first signs of daylight approaching, and it's only just gone 7:30, and we're still struggling here on the east coast of Scotland. And Lerwick have only got just over 6 hours of daylight at this time of the year. But bear with it, less than 2 weeks to go now, and we will start to see things change, because as we head towards the 16th, these are approximate dates for the UK. The sunset starts to get that little bit later, and by the end of the month, we should see the sunrise begin a little bit earlier too. The reason those dates aren't the same and don't fall on the winter solstice is because of the curvature of the Earth and the way the sun bends as it comes through our atmosphere. But with the longer nights, of course, clear skies means it's cold.
But you've got a lovely picture there.
Well, we're after 8 now, so at long last the sun is starting to show a little bit of sign of getting up.
Is it daylight? Is it light
Daylight
up there,
has officially
Matt?
begun. Yeah, it's good news. That's the only bit I've got. Anyway, very good morning to you. We have got a beautiful start here in Suffolk, and actually the weather's not looking too bad for many of you today. Hope you're all well, because it should be dry for the vast majority. There will be a few showers around in the west.
It's a chilly start in Belfast, isn't it?
It's a morning to keep on the move.
Yeah,
I think that's
always doing that.
the best way to do it. Yeah, the best person for it. Yeah, let's just take a look. I've just been looking through our weather watchers, found a picture from the last 10-15 minutes in Belfast. Beautiful, beautiful start. But temperatures at the moment around freezing, and it will take a while to warm up as well. But yes, good morning. Very chilly start out there for many. Certainly colder than yesterday morning. But actually, for most, like Belfast, it's a decent start to the day, and will stay that way throughout the day.
That's another lovely picture.
Yeah, another lovely start for some. Misty, but cold out there this morning. Yeah, certainly colder this morning than it has been for some of you the last couple of mornings. But it's been a beautiful start for 1 or 2. This is the scene just a short while ago in Hampshire. Temperatures over the next few hours are starting to lift up. They're still close to freezing, if not a little bit below in a few areas.
Ben, thank you very much. It is looking very changeable for the rest of this week. We find ourselves today in a window of mostly fine weather.
Well, the stars had their coats on there, didn't they?
They did.
Is it going to stay this cold?
Well, it's going to be chilly tonight, chilly tomorrow, and then it incrementally comes up a bit, and then it gets cold again at the weekend, which is amazing, because they've just made me want to watch all that television. Have you watched Love Actually yet this year?
I mean,
you have to watch it every year.
It's not an annual event for me. No.
Why not?
So, is that strange?
Yes, it's definitely got to be an annual event. It's like eating mince pies.
Right, okay.
And I love that scene. My favourite bit is the one from when they're in Selfridges or wherever, the department store. I think it's Selfridges, isn't it?
The necklace.
And he's trying to wrap it. Oh, it's so like that comes to me. Anyway, I love it. Anyway, what I was going to say is the weather is going to be pretty unsettled over the next few days. So definitely keep an eye on the forecast. Keep an umbrella handy. Keep a coat handy. Which camera? This camera. Here we go. Let's take a look. Hello again. I hope you had a lovely day, like these beautiful swans, enjoying some nice calm swimming before the weather goes a little bit changeable.
And we had some lovely pictures sent in from our weather watchers as a result. Look at this picture sent in earlier this morning. Beautiful sky here, plenty of sunshine, and a beautiful sunset too, from orange skies over Stoke Newington, sent in from one of our weather watchers, Stokey girl there. Lovely scene, certainly. And for this evening as well, we're looking at a fair amount of dry weather.
A cold week so far. What's going to happen next?
Yes, but it is going to be changing as we head through the next few days. But before we take a look forward, let's take a quick look back because the stats are in for November and also autumn, which we'll take a look at in just a second. But for November, it has been a month of two halves, dry and gloomy. Anticyclonic gloom is what we're calling it, and also then stormy the second half of the month. But to put some numbers on it, 68% of our monthly average rainfall was achieved. That was below average, but duller than average as well. Just 89% of our expected monthly sunshine. Once you add that into autumn as a whole, let's take a quick look back at that. And as you can see, it really has been a north-south split. So for northern areas, it's been drier and sunnier. 62% of the average rainfall has fallen across Scotland, but quite wet in the south. 135% for southern England explains why we had some of the floods. And it is going to get quite unsettled as we head through the next few days. Let's take a look at the pressure pattern so I can show you two areas of low pressure. One comes in for Thursday, in fact, two on Thursday. And then as we roll through into the weekend, that one hits the south as well. So there could well be more warnings issued. We do have some warnings in place for tonight, actually. No surprises with another cold night on the cards, particularly across the north. We have an ice warning. That's in place until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So go careful first thing tomorrow morning, or if you're going to be driving through the night time tonight. Let's take a quick look at Wednesday, and with that low pressure moving in, we are going to see a wind warning kicking in, and that will produce maybe some gusts of up to maybe 60 or 70 miles per hour in places. So there you have it. If you're not a fan of the cold, it gets milder, but it's also going to get wetter and windier as we head through the next few days, but also a cold night to come tonight for many.
All right, thanks, Alex.